At the centre of the so-called Trojan Horse inquiry is to change its name in September. Parkview Academy was one of 5 schools put into special measures last year following concerns there'd been a plot by hardline Muslims to take over some schools in the city. A series of investigations failed to uncover any evidence of a plot, but did find the schools needed to do more to tackle extremism, a measure reinforced by new measures announced by the government today. Sarah Falkland reports.
Parkview. Only as of September it will be known as Alum Rock Academy. So will a name change herald a new chapter of moderation and multiculturalism? This was the school that last June was stripped of its outstanding rating for failing to raise student awareness of the risks of extremism and for not vetting speakers at Islamic assemblies.
I think many people were deeply concerned when they saw the issue that arose, what was called the Trojan Horse, in the schools in Birmingham, at the attempts to change our minds that was taking place as a result of that. People were concerned about that, and we need to ask the question about how that happened and what we can do in order to ensure that it doesn't happen again.
She says new measures will confront people trying to promote hatred and intolerance. But so far there's no detail as to quite how the government intends to better protect children from radicalisation in school. But the government says it wants to do more of closing down premises, banning hate preachers, rooting out dodgy charities. Is it the way forward? With me is Dr. Chris Allen from Birmingham University. Is it the way forward in our country?
Well, I don't think it is. I mean, what we're really seeing here is we're trying to tackle a problem that we don't really understand. You know, we don't really know what extremism is, what it looks like, and where it actually comes from. And I think that all of these things that we've been talking about today, and which are kind of coming through in this new legislation, is really about kind of like sort of looking at the kind of the symptoms really, rather than trying to identify what the causes are.
But looking at children and schools in particular, I mean, the problems we had here at Parkview amongst other schools in Birmingham, Theresa May's right, people are worried. Is the way forward then, as the government's suggesting, when they're looking at this Snoopers Charter, looking at what people do online, because children, of course, are online all the time, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, I think if we look at, elsewhere in the country, we've seen, young girls leaving to actually go to Syria and Iraq. What we've seen is that they've been radicalised online. And so actually this kind of approach of kind of attacking schools and using that lens of British values to do that, I'm not sure it's actually going to bring about any solution to the problems here. And I think that really where we are is we should be looking much more to where we know that people are more vulnerable. So to spaces online, looking at intelligence, trying to take those forward and really beginning to address those issues there.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Chris Allen. You're not the only one to err on the side of caution with these measures. David Davis, the senior Conservative MP, has broken rank this evening to say that the government is attacking free speech. He thinks that these new measures could actually make extremism in our country worse. And finally, the last word from some of the pupils here who've gathered around our broadcast tonight. I asked them what do they think about their name change in September. They described it in one word: weird.
Sarah Falkland, thank you.